Susan.
You did.
Okay, that's a lot of people not here yet. Before we jump into the material, I want to review last meeting. And last meeting, we already talked about the old order, or Order Lama, led by Sukarno around in 1945. It's also the year when we get our Independence Day. And today, we are going to learn about the New Order, especially the fall of New Order Indonesia around 1998, and we're gonna discuss about the causes, the important event, and also the impact of the reformation. So let's jump into the material. What do you see where this picture is?
People.
Demo, okay, demo. Protest, yes, protest. The top of the picture is showing about the demonstration or protesting. Okay, next is the New Order. The New Order is like a period Indonesia history led by Soeharto around 1967 until 1998. And can you imagine how long this period, almost like 32 years? Can you imagine it's long that way? It focuses on political stability and economic development. Of course, Indonesia faced in the beginning, Indonesia faced the economic growth, also the infrastructure development. But over time, the government became too authoritarian and implemented authority. There's no freedom to citizens to like giving their rights. Also, like kind of comment or something like that. Next is, and by the problems, by the thing, it increased some problems in the New Order. Like there are face several serious problems like the corruption, pollution, also nepotism, like as known as KKN. For the nepotism, can you imagine like when your father is a president and then you are going to easily in the government, like maybe to be the Perdana Menteri or the Gubernur maybe, that's you can call the person as the nepo baby or the nepo people. And because of the KKN or the corruption, pollution, and also the nepotism, this will create inequality and reduce public trust by the government. Okay, next is the problem is economic crisis. The economic crisis is happened in 1997. Actually, the first country that get the economic crisis is Thailand, and then spread to Asia, and then quickly spread to Indonesia. It just measure economic problems and of course make people's life more difficult. Like, can you imagine for today's thing happen? Like maybe the economic crisis is thing like as the it's not 3,000, right? Maybe for some place it's going to be 4,000, something like that. Or maybe your item geprek is not 10,000 anymore. There's also can call as economic crisis because and also bring the make people's life more difficult because of the higher or the change price to be expensive. So far, if there's any question, let me know. And because of that, yes, of course, people getting mad or annoyed by the government and try to be student protest. Because of this problem, many people became dissatisfied with the government, not trust anymore to the government and annoyed the government because of the government. And so students and citizens played an important role during this period. So in early 1998, maybe around March or April, students organized demonstration in many cities across Indonesia. They demanded political reform and asked President Soeharto to step down because of maybe their the end of the fall of the new order. Finally, the situation reached its peak in May 1998 as a massive demonstration, and riots occurred in many cities. Finally, Suharto resigned and marking the end of the new order. So, can you see the picture of the one who with paper is Suharto, and beside him is BJB. Let me talk about BJB a little bit. BJB is the next president after Suharto, but he only the duration is only like 1 or 2 years, but he can increase the dollar from 16,500 until to be 6,500. Can you imagine, like the figures is around 10,000. Okay. Is there any question?
No.
Okay. If there's no any question, I will check your understanding or your comprehension by quiz session. So please scan the QR code, and you will do the quiz. The questions only 5 to check your understanding. I will give you maybe like 3 minutes to do it. Okay, then we will see who's the first of the ranking. Okay, please, I will give you 3 minutes to do it. Only 5 questions. Okay, there's 2 people who already done the quiz. One minute left here, guys. Are you done, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Because the time is up, and the first is what? Who's she? Oh, okay, Rizka. You hold us to Rizka. Only 21 seconds. You hold us to the other ones. So, Arinde sama Ayah ya. Oh, you hold us to the other guys. You are the Arinde of the Ayah. Oh, the Arinde.
Ngaku.
Okay, you're masuk.
Ayo.
Okay, you're masuk. Yes, yes. After saying your understanding, so let's to the end of the lesson. The main question. We already discussed about the cases and events that led to the fall of the New Order in 1998. We already discussed about the economic crisis, the corruption, the pollution, also the student protests about the government. And this made the event mark an important turning point in Indonesian history. So from this lesson we can understand the importance of democracy, public participation, and also social responsibility in our country. And then next is the reflection. So I want you to write the reflection in piece of paper. It's only 3 questions. The first is what did you learn about the fall of the New Order today? Second is what do you think the reformasi movement was important for Indonesia? And also the last, what values can we learn from the student protest in 1998? Also homework. So just one homework, one short paragraph, 100 until 150 words about what Indonesia students learned from the reformasi movement in 1998. And I want you write the reflection and the homework in the same piece of paper, and then put the homework next week on my desk. So I think that's all for today's lesson. Is there any question?